Okay, to learn to read and write Roman numerals to 30. Okay, to understand how to read Roman numerals, it helps to know how they probably developed. Different historians have lots of ideas. What I'm going to tell you is just one possibility, but it seems very likely to me. And anyway, it helps me understand them. So, here's my Roman. Oh, he needs to do some thinking. So, imagine it's really, really early in history, long before the Roman Empire, and we're with a people called the I think it's pronounced Etruscans. Anyway, these people here. Imagine you're a shepherd, but you don't need to know how to write. You haven't got many things, but you do need to count your sheep in every morning and make sure that you haven't lost any. The problem is, it's really easy to lose count, and it's easy to forget how many you had out this morning. Unfortunately, no one's invented numbers yet. So what do you do? So, here's my shepherd. And he's very confused as to how he can record how many sheep he's got. Now, one day a clever shepherd has an idea. He didn't have a pen or paper, but he had a knife and plenty of sticks. He decides to record how many sheep he's sending out to graze. You can't do much on a stick, but you can carve straight lines. So as each sheep goes past, he makes a mark on a stick. One mark is one sheep. It's a bit like when we do tallies. So, here's his stick. So the sheep goes past. 1 sheep, 2 sheep, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Now tonight, when his sheep come back in, he can count them back in, and as long as he's still got 28, he hasn't lost a sheep. So, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, etc. and that goes on. Problem is, some of those are quite hard to read, and some of them are very long. You have to start from the beginning from each one. So, it's a really good idea, and he does this for a while, but it's not perfect. Each night he has to look at his stick and count the marks from the start in ones, and it's easy to miscount. He has a new idea. Every 5 he makes a new mark, but there isn't much you can do with a knife. No swirly bits, you can't kind of curve a straight knife. Just lines, so he does the only other easy thing. 2 lines in a V. It's a bit like when we put a line across a tally, so we can see every 5. So he does this. Here's his stick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Let's stop there. So when he goes to count this, he can just count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28. Much, much quicker. Still just as long to write out, but he can read it quicker, and he's not likely to make a mistake. So let's have a look at some of these numbers. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the V, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and it goes on and on. But I can't bother to write anymore because those numbers are huge, and it's still easy when the numbers get too big to miscount how many V's there are. So, it's all going well, and he can now count in 5s, but he has a lot of sheep. What else can he do? He thinks, what about a different mark every 10? he makes an X. That's easy to do with a knife. Again, it's just 2 lines like a V is. So, he's got his stick, and off go his sheep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Now he can just count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Or if he really wanted to, he could just count 10, 20, 30, 40. Much, much quicker, but still really, really long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I know this is 11 because it's got 10 and 1 more. I know this is 12 because it's got 10 and 2 more. I know this is 13 because it's got 10 and 3 more, etc., etc. Now this plan is great. Other people, from farmers to merchants, use the idea. But writing a number down is really long. Some people want to write lots of numbers down and to keep them written down. And the big ones take up too much space. Then all of a sudden someone has an idea to make it shorter. If you know the V is the 5th one, why do you need the marks before it? Just write down the V. Same with the 10. If you know X is the 10 mark, why write down the ones before it? Capital letter there. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I don't need this bit. This bit just tells me that this mark is a 5, but I know it's a 5. So I'll just write down this bit. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is V1, 1, 1. And this one, well, that's 10. I don't need this bit to tell me that that was worth 10. All I need to know is this is 10, 11, 12. Suddenly, you can write numbers down much, much smaller, because all you need is the X's and maybe some V's. I don't need this V, because it's part of this X. That 5 is part of that 10. So, we've still got 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, but 5, I don't need this bit, I just write the V. And 6, I don't need this bit, I just write the VI. Same with 7, 8, 9, and with 10, I only need the X, don't need anything before it. 11, 12, 13, you can see I've cut out huge amounts of unneeded stuff, and that goes on and on and on. If I was going to write 30 out in full, it would be line, 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 V, line, 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 X, line, 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 V, line, 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 X, line, 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 V, line, 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 X. It would take ages, but this is easy. 10, 20, 30. I don't need to know that 9 comes before 10, I already know that. So, at this point it's got quite easy. They could have stopped, and this would have made our Year 4 maths lessons so much easier, but they didn't. And actually these ones aren't bad. They added new letters. L means 50 and C means 100. Now, I know C's hard to draw with a knife, but by now people are using pens or styluses to write this sort of thing down. This is the hard bit. They don't like numbers with 4 letters repeated. I guess they think it's too hard to read, but they will refuse to write I. Instead, they say, well, that's 4. It's the mark before 5, so let's write the mark before 5, and then just to be safe, we'll write the 5 to show people. So, instead of saying 1, 2, 3, 4, hang on, you want 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, well, that's the one before 5, So they write the 5 and the 1 before it. That means 4. 5 and the 1 before it. I know it's not 5 because I'd have just written the 5, and I know it's not 6 because 6 comes after 5 and would look like that. This is before the 5, so it means the number before the 5. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, I'm not allowed to write 9, there's too many 1s there. So I know that 9 is the 1 before 10. If it was the 1 after 10, it would be that way round. That's 11. But this is the 1 before 10. This is 9. This is the hardest bit of Roman numerals. Let's practice some. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, not allowed to do that. Too many letters. It's the 1 before 5. That's 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Too many 1s. It's the 1 before 9. 9. 10's easy. So 1 before 10, not 1 before 9. 11, 12, 13, 14. No, too many I's. It's the 1 before 15, so it's 10, and the 1 before 5, that meaning 4. This is 15, well, that one's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, nope, too many I's. It's 10, and the 1 before, another 10, 19. This is 20, 21, 22, etc. So most of it is easy. The hard ones are here, 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 and here. So if you're just going to learn this off by heart, numbers to 20, there's only, 4 that you'd actually have to learn. Okay, so these are the rules. If it's an I, that means 1. If it's a V, that means 5. If it's an X, that means 10. We also learnt that L is 50 and C is 100. But you'll only need that if you're doing the extension work. An I before a V means 4. An I before an X means 9. I'll leave you to work out what letters before L and C mean. Let's see if you can work this one out if you do the extension. So, recap, starting with the easy ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. That's all the numbers you'll need to do the level 1 and the level 2 work. I would like everyone to do the level 1 and 2, but if you find that easy, you can go on and try the level 3. But that might require a little bit of thinking, a little bit of trying to follow the pattern. Okay, if there's any problems, send me a message, comment on this post, or send a message to Miss Rump, Mr. Jarman and myself, and somebody will get back to you. Okay, have fun, bye.